this has recently come in. It is the Google Stadia. This is the pseudo game console that Google announced and launched this year, which allows you to stream your content. You don't have to own any. Well, to play Google Stadia now, you need a little bit of hardware, and that's what I'm about to open. But it's all about streaming the content in and out of your screen. Basically, it's meant to be you're able to play AAA console/PC games on any screen you own, a computer, a tablet, a phone, or on the television, which is what the Founders Bundle is all about, and that's what I have today. Stadia launched on November 19th, and this finally arrived today. And I signed up to be a founder many months ago, so I was a bit disappointed that it took this long for this thing to get here. I should have had it on November 19th, which was the launch day, but it's here. And I'll be testing it out. I haven't obviously opened it up at all. Let's check out what's in the box and see what's cooking here. Okay, so the big thing here is that Google has made its own controller, and here's a look at that right now. I've heard that it's quite good. This is the first time I've actually held one of these in my hand, so I can't give you any anecdotal evidence about how it performs or anything like that, but it looks like it's well made and well crafted. The thing that excites me about Stadia is that Google has limitless resources, and they're all about the internet. So they do have a history of dropping services if they're not performing well, but they also know that they need to work with incredible services on the internet to keep those subscriptions coming in, which is what, presumably, if all things are working well with Stadia, is exactly what's going to happen here. But that's the controller. Kind of feels like a hybrid between the Xbox and the Pro Controller for the Nintendo Switch, but looks pretty good. Pretty cool there. We've got a traditional USB-C charge cable, I guess, for the controller here, and we have the charge puck. Let's see, let's take that out of there. Right there. Typical USB charge puck, no Stadia branding or anything like that. I guess they're trying to create the sense that it's not tied to any physical hardware. And so they're not really taking every opportunity to put their brand on every single thing. In terms of paperwork, I would imagine this gives you all kinds of details on how to sign up. I don't think there's any codes here. It says, the promise of creating one place for all the ways we play is a long-held dream. Today, we're proud to see that dream is becoming a reality. A community of players is the core of Stadia. Thank you for being the first to gather around the Stadia team. So you get this nice little love note, which is cool. You get some Stadia stickers. All of this stuff is, if this doesn't work, I think will be collector's items, right? Because I don't know how many people actually have bought this thing. I know that there's a lot of skepticism in the traditional hardcore media realm, like the enthusiasts that are out there are not fired up for this because we're already in. This wasn't made for us. We're already in the club. We already know video games are awesome, and we have a million machines to play games on. This wasn't made for us. They're trying to find a new audience for games out there. That's what Stadia is built for. I am very curious to test out the technology, though. This is the key to the Stadia experience. It's the new Chrome. What is it? Chromecast. I don't actually have one of these. I've got an Apple TV plugged in. Oh, so it's right about here? Is that in the shot right there? Oh, yeah. Okay, so you just plug that into your HDMI signal. So I guess when we finally hook this up and test it out on the show, we'll plug it into our one of our splitters here, so we'll be able to stream what I'm playing or what somebody else is playing on stage here. But it's this just plugs into your HDMI, and what I think is cool about this, I saw this already in somebody's vid, is the plug actually has an Ethernet port right there. So what they encourage you to do, and I got this in the code email that Google sent me, is they encourage you, and this just plugs in here. It's USB-C as well, which is great. It's nice that USB-C is becoming a standard. What they encourage people to do, though, is to use Ethernet, not just Wi-Fi. It will work with Wi-Fi, but obviously the faster your bandwidth, the better your game, because everything is being served that way. It's not about, it's crazy, right? Like, you're going to stream, if you have fast enough internet, 4K, 60 frames per second through this little thing. This thing that's like the size of like, I don't know, like a few guitar picks or something like that, man. It's smaller than a hockey puck. It's incredible. And that's it. It's not much in the box. It's just a few things. It's basically the Chromecast and the controller and the power adapters to get everything charged up and working, which is exactly what I'll be doing this weekend. And I'll have some thoughts on Google Stadia for you guys next week.